Hello, my name is Jessica. Um, this is my final project, Archivus. This is an AI model that allows the user to upload an image of handwritten data, like handwritten notes, for example, or you could take pictures of your journal or something like that. Upload it to my model, and my model will generate a Word document that has digitized whatever was written in your image. So some possible uses for this outside of students uploading or digitizing handwritten notes could be libraries or historians that have archives, and they want to digitize those archives, but instead of typing up everything by hand, they can just take a picture of the handwritten information, upload it to my model, and my model will generate a Word document that accurately duplicates what was in the image. So let me demonstrate here. I have a few examples. I'm going to upload image 1. Now I'll click Download Word Document. It generates a Word document that says, "This is an example for testing my model." Let me show you what image 1 looked like. This is image 1. It also says, "This is an example for testing my model." So you can see that that is accurate. Now let's try again with image 2. I'm going to upload image 2. Click Download Word Document. This is the Word document that was generated by image 2. Let me close that from image 1, and let me show you what image 2 was. This is image 2. It's notes from my computer science 445 class that I'm taking with Professor Nakazawa. Let me show you. Okay, so here it says probability mass function, PMF. The corresponding Word document says the same thing, probability mass function, PMF. The definition, a function that maps from each value to its probabilities. Here it also says a function that maps from each value to its probabilities. Number 2 in my notes says scale-free network, a network whose degree distribution follows a power law at least asymptotically. And you can see here in the Word document, it says the same thing, scale-free network, a network whose degree distribution follows a power law at least asymptotically. And then 3, the BA model is better than the WS model at reproducing the degree distribution. And here it says the BA model is better than the WS model at reproducing the degree distribution. So you can see that it's duplicating these and digitizing these notes completely accurately. Now let me do this again with a third example. Those two were my handwriting, but this is an example. Image 3 is an example of handwriting, someone else's handwriting that I got off the internet. Now I'll click Download Word Document. Image 3 is generated, as you can see. Now let me show you what image 3 was. This was image 3. It says, "He had long sensed injustice at the distinctions drawn between ordinary wage earners and those self-employed." And as you can see in my document, it says, "He had long sensed injustice in the distinctions drawn between ordinary wage earners and those self-employed." Over here it says, "By the time his monthly salary arrived, the Inland Revenue had already taken their share, and there were precious few reductions in tax save for wives, children, life insurances, or any of the other normal encumbrances which Cecil had so far avoided." And so if we put that over here, you can see it says the same thing. By the time his monthly salary arrived, the Inland Revenue had already taken their share, and there were precious few reductions in tax save for wives, children, life insurance, or any of the other normal encumbrances which Cecil had so far avoided. So you can see that with these examples, it is duplicating the handwritten data accurately and producing a Word document that contains the same information. I used OCR. I used Easy OCR to train this model, and unfortunately, I cannot afford the backend hosting service that I am currently using to make this demonstration. I have the front end published through GitHub, and the backend is currently being hosted on AWS, so this will only be available temporarily for this video, and then I'll have to cancel that because I can't afford how much AWS charges. But a modification I would like to make in the future is to enable my model to detect table structure so that it can generate Excel sheets for researchers, which is what my original intent was. Thank you so much.